Hey everyone, welcome back to Fast Food and Barbecue. Today we're going to be making chicken fajita sausage. Now this isn't my recipe. I got this from two guys in a cooler and it looked great, so I figured I'd give it a try. He's definitely one of my top three, so you should check him out for sausage making. Alright, so with that out of the way, I have 1.1 pound of chicken thighs here, 10.58 ounces of chicken breast, and 7.5 ounces of pork fat. Now you can use chicken skin if you want, but I don't have any, so it's not going to be a truly 100% chicken sausage, but you're not going to be able to taste pork in any way. You just need the fat. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get these cubed up and ready for the grinder. So we're going to cube this stuff up and then we're going to put it in the freezer. And from what I've learned is basically you want it pretty much almost chicken, you want it pretty much almost frozen, all the way frozen, otherwise it's going to bind up the grinder. So get this done. And we're using some thigh meat because it's fattier and it's got a better taste as far as I'm concerned. Chicken breast is just dry by itself. That's why we have the chicken thighs and the pork fat. Alright, let's get these cut up. This one guy. Cubed up. And we'll probably put this in the freezer for about an hour now. The beauty is, I now have a freezer out here, so I don't have to go into the garage to put it in the chest freezer. So that's a good thing. Cut this guy up, cube it up. It's funny, I went to a bunch of butchers, a couple of butchers around here to get pork fat, and was told by them we can't get it, which amazed me. I said, "You're a butcher." And they didn't have an answer for me. And then I went to a Latin market. Sure enough, all the pork fat you need. So that'll be my go-to place, and it's pretty cheap. So that's done. All right, now that all our meat is cubed up, I'm going to put it in the freezer for an hour or so, and we'll see you then. All right, now that our chicken and pork fat is pretty much frozen, we're going to get this stuff ground. What I'm going to do is going to get this guy put together here. Just like that. And as usual, these parts, I don't know if you can tell, they were frozen. That, I'm going to put the blade in. And with this one, I'm going to go on a coarse thigh because they're going to be stuck together. There we go. Because they're going to be, I feel like when you mix them, there we go. When you mix them, you're going to break the meat apart anyway. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get this guy on here, just like that. Get this guy on there. It's a little hard when it's frozen. You get little, there we go, ice particles in there. Just like that. This guy on here. Oh, my table's moving. Just like that. Get this guy on there. Check the camera, being the table did move a little. Yeah, we're good. All right, so let's get this meat ground. And my grinder's not working. Here's a pro tip: plug in your grinder before you use it. All right, here we go. now that our chicken and pork fat's been ground up, we're going to put this back in the refrigerator and let it chill a little more because we want it ice cold when we're mixing it. So we'll be back. All right, now that our chicken's been cooled, let's go on with our spices here. So in here, I have a teaspoon of chipotle powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1¼ teaspoons of kosher salt. I also have a teaspoon of Mexican oregano, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 2 tablespoons, like a tiny bit more, of potato starch. Right here, I have a half a small onion and 6 mini peppers. These guys, is what I had, so that's what I'm using. They still taste great. Now I did leave a few things out of this recipe because I'm kind of, I don't have any cilantro, but I kind of do it my own way. And right here I have some cheddar cheese. I'm kind of eyeball this, so that's it. All right, so let's get this stuff mixed up. We're gonna go in with our spices and get this mixed up really well. Cold. Now in the video I watched, the guy sauteed the peppers and the onions, but I kind of want a little crunch, so that's why I didn't do that. I feel like when they cook, we're gonna get that crunch. All right, now we're gonna add our cheddar cheese. Kind of like I said, just kind of eyeballed it. And right now we're gonna go in with a little less than half a cup of chicken stock. We're going to kind of eyeball this too. See how it looks. We kind of want it sticky. I want to get this mixed up really well. Release all the proteins. That actually feels pretty good. It's cold, but we're going to mix this up really well. They say if your hands aren't hurting, you're not making sausage right. And mine are hurting because this is really cold. All right, let's give this a test here. That's exactly what you want, so that looks perfect. So we're going to next move on to stuffing these guys. All right, so let's get these things stuffed here. So I'm using the small die as usual, which I always use. Seems I just like it better. It seems to work out better for me. So we're gonna get this chicken in there, pack it down really well. It smells really good. Actually, kind of smells like fajitas. Pack it down so we don't get any air bubbles. Try not to get any anyway. Like that. Pack it down. Looks good to me. Now, I'm going to get this on here, and I really think using those tri-colored little peppers, it's going to give it a good, nice color. So I'm going to get this down. So now I'm going with kielbasa casings again because I have a lot of them, and I like how plump they come out anyway. So let me get these on here, just like that. And these things are so long. I mean, I think I'll be using these for a while because there's enough in this pack to make sauces for probably about 1,000 people, it seems. So that looks good to me right there. That's gonna be plenty. So I'm gonna snip that right there. Bring this over the end, just like that. Crank it down until we get it right to the tip here. And we're doing this because if we tie it right now, we'd have to prick holes in it so no air gets in there. So it's easy to do it just like this. So I feel it going down, just like that. Now we're going to tie this end, just like that. And I think with this one, I'm going to do another just a long link, like I did with my last sauce. It seemed to work out better and quicker, so we'll see. All right, so let's move this up. Let's crank these things out. There we go. And the good thing about doing the long links like this is when you twist them, you can tighten them all up, so they'll all pretty much be the same thickness, because obviously I'm not doing a great job of keeping it tight in there, but when they're done and twisted, it'll all look good. I'm always worried about popping the casing, and I haven't done it in a long time, so must be learning the right way. Then again, I do have a lot of good channels to watch as far as sausage making. You know, my top 3 are Chud's Barbecue, Two Guys in a Cooler, and Smoking Joe's Barbecue. Not a plug, I don't know these guys, but they're my top 3 that I usually watch. It's pretty much how I learned to make sausage, and which got me into it. So we're almost there. And that's it. So I'm gonna move these guys around, and then we're gonna pause it for a second because I learned a new trick. Alright, so a little trick I learned, I'll show you right now. I'm gonna get some of this casing off. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna take this off, move this back up, take this off, like that. It always seems there's always a problem with sausage still in the tube and in the canister here. I haven't figured that one out yet. I've been making burgers out of it. But with this one, what we do is we're going to just take our little corn cleaner and just stuff it in there from here. And yeah, we'll tighten it down, but it actually works out pretty good. So we'll do this. I'm going to take off some of this casing, move this aside. Now we're going to move that down. Oops, there we go. Unravel it just like that. Snip that. Tie this. If I can get it to tie. It's not easy, folks, I'm telling you. Alright. Move that down. Snip that. So now what we're going to do is move this stuff aside. And we're going to make some links here. So yeah, there's a lot of spots that aren't very tight. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to squeeze it all down into there, just like that. And we're going to twist it just like that towards me, a couple twists. Then I'm going to move this down just like that. Move it down. This one, for some reason, I guess I wasn't holding the horn right, whatever, but it seems like it's wasn't twisted very well. That's right. A couple of these like that. Then move on to the next one. I'm just going to move this down, all this meat down, make it tight, and also when you twist it, you'll tighten them up. So that, give it a twist, and same thing, so on and so on. So what we're going to do, move this stuff out of the way here. We're going to put these in the fridge overnight on a rack, and then let them dry out overnight. And tomorrow we'll cook them up. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, now that our chicken fajita sausage has been in the refrigerator on a rack overnight, they're looking pretty good. They're nice and firm, which is great, which just gives us a nice snap. So what we're going to do is we're going to snip this guys apart. I got a few little air pockets I see, but I don't think that makes a difference. So we're gonna cut these guys apart. They are looking good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give these guys a grill, and we'll give it a taste. We're gonna grill these on indirect heat, and they're nice and colorful though. I mean, I don't know if you can see the colors of the peppers in there, but they look great. So we'll get the grill going and we'll be back. All right, so we're gonna get these guys, this guy on the grill. We're gonna do indirect heat for a little while because we don't want to bust the casing or anything. And with that, we'll see you probably about 10-15 minutes when we flip it. All right, so our jalapeno chicken fajita sausage has been on the grill for about 15-20 minutes or so. I've been flipping it on indirect heat, looking fantastic. Nice and golden brown. It's nice and plump. So we're going to give it a few more minutes, and then we'll give it a taste test. We'll see you then. All right, so our sausage has been on the grill on indirect heat for about half hour or so. So we'll slice into this thing and see what we got. See how we did here. It's hot. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't know if you can see this is really hot, but all the cheese and the juice coming out of here. Look at that. Amazing. All right, so let's give this thing a taste test. All right, let's give these things a taste here. They're hot. Very hot. Looking beautiful though. I mean, they're so juicy. That's definitely a winner. Yeah. You can taste the cheese in it, the spices. Definitely a winner in my book. So, excellent. The peppers, the onions. I'm glad I didn't saute the peppers and the onions. I feel like they'd be too mushy, but anyway, thanks for watching. And as usual, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you soon.